This is Steve Garfield, and we're here at MacWorld with David Pogue, columnist for the New York Times and author of OS 10, The Missing Manual. Hey, Dave.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry.
Very good. Well, you're what's most important here today.
That's awfully flattering. How much did they pay you?
Not much, but if we stood here for any longer, how many people do you think would come up to you and say one quick question?
Yesterday, this is not a joke, 450 people. I shook 450 hands.
Wow.
Yep.
That's great. Oh, there's like a whole line of people now with one quick question. So I took a look at OS 10, the missing manual, and it's updated now. And I was especially interested in the section I looked up in the index on copy and paste. Now, this is no joke. My mom, who's 79 years old, still has a little trouble with copy and paste, so I'm glad you have that in there.
Yeah, you got to cover the basics too. This is not a joke. I was working with an editor the other day, and she was trying to select a word in a Word document, and I saw her click in front of the first letter and drag, and she went down a line too far, and it highlighted the whole line. So she clicked off and started over, and I'm like, "Why don't you just double-click the word?" She's like, "What? Double-click the word to highlight it?" Oh my God! So you just can't assume, you know? When you assume, you make an ass out of you.
You know, everyone needs you, David Pogue, sitting behind them to watch their every keystroke and help them be more productive.
That can be arranged for a small hourly fee.
But if you can't sit beside them, they could buy your book, and that would help. Now, you have secrets in here that people don't know about. What kind of secrets will people find if they buy your book?
Oh man, you know what happens is these programmers, whether it's Apple or Microsoft or anyone, they do these things for themselves. They put in features for themselves and design them like they like, and they say, "Man, we should have a keystroke that does this." But it doesn't make it into the help screens, and it doesn't make it through to marketing, so they just lie there for someone to discover. And so I fancy that to be my ace in the hole, is I find these things that nobody's documented, and I bring them out to the public.
Okay, very cool. Now we have some viewer questions from you, the viewers, to ask David Pogue. Okay, here's your first question.
Okay.
Robert Cringely has Nerd TV. We just heard that yesterday. It's going to be an hour show on the web, downloadable. And when can we expect to see a David Pogue video blog sometime soon?
My friends, you're way behind the times. I've been doing a video blog since October of 2004, before there was even a phrase video blog. Actually, I do a weekly New York Times comedy techno video, if you can believe this, every Thursday. It's on the New York Times website. It's a very long URL. Easiest way to get there is go to my website, DavidPogue.com, and click the link for this week's video. And that actually shows you the list of all the ones I've done so far. They're really hilarious, and they're so irreverent that there's actually been some concern among the upper echelons of the Times, but so far I've been left alone.
Okay, so now that brings up a good point. You tell people to go visit the website to get your video, you know, the videos you're doing. Now, I'll ask you the question, then I'll find out. We'll all know. Do your videos support RSS 2.0 with enclosures?
What is that again? I have no idea. Do RSS 2.0 can have videos attached?
Yes, it can.
Okay, well, this being the New York Times website, I'm going to guess no.
Okay, well, that's something we would love to have, because with that, then people wouldn't have to go to your website to view them all the time. They would be automatically delivered to their desktop.
Man, that's actually pretty cool. I'm actually going to look into that.
Okay. Very good. So, next question from our viewer.
That's what I want to know.
Right there.
Okay, so we did the Cringely. Oh, yeah. Do you want to be a Rocket Boom reporter?
What would that entail?
Well, you could just do a quick report from MacWorld. Do you have a highlight?
Oh, yeah, me?
Yeah.
Right now?
Right now. Say you're reporting from MacWorld. And you're go.
Where's the teleprompter? Makeup! My trailer sucks! Okay, hi, David Pogue reporting live from MacWorld Boston, the biggest show outside of my hand. Honestly, ever since Apple and the show management had their little tiff about whether to do this in New York, whether to do this in Boston. Well, if you do it in Boston, we're not coming. Well, if you don't come, then we're going to do it in Boston. Well, so what? So anyway, so Apple's not here, and if Apple's not here, none of the other big companies are here either. So you're best off thinking of this as a very big neighborhood show, not so much a tiny national show. But even so, it's bigger than it was last year. The halls are crowded. The booths are bustling. I'm selling boatloads of books. Come on down. Well, actually, by the time you see this, it'll be too late. But you get the point. You'll have another chance next year. David Pogue, signing off for Rocket Boom.
Excellent. Where are you based? New York?
I live in Connecticut.
Connecticut? Oh, I think we could use a Connecticut reporter. You would be perfect.
And I understand the pay scale is super high for Rocket Boom, right?
Pay scale? But maybe the New York Times would want to advertise on Rocket Boom. Then we could generate some revenue.
Yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk.
Okay. So finally, we did get a request here. Let me just grab it here. This emailer writes in.
Yes.
Annie says, "Hey, Steve, way to go." Well, when she heard I was going to interview. I read somewhere that David Pogue used to be a music theater major. Maybe you could ask him to play a little something for Rocket Boom. Could you?
I would. You know, I would. I used to be a Broadway theater conductor and pianist, and I still try to merge my two loves of music and technology in every way I can. I do these little song spoofs at the piano, but maybe I can recreate one.
Want to go to the piano and do a quick thing?
Oh yeah, is there a piano around?
All right, let's go.
Let's do that. This is the story of Microsoft and how it got to be as big as it is. See, what Steve Jobs, and by the way, I'm playing on a midget keyboard here, so you're going to hear half the accompaniment. Okay, so what Bill Gates does is they'll find some useful, new, innovative startup somewhere, and the guy calls him up and he goes, "Hello, it's Bill. I hope you're well. And how's your product? You know we're its biggest fans. You must admit that it's a hit, which here at Microsoft fits neatly with our plans. I just called to say I bought you. I just called to say you're unemployed. I just called to say we own you now, and to tell you that we're truly overjoyed." Thank you. I'll be here till Thursday. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, so we had a lot of fun there with David Pogue playing the keyboard right here from MacWorld. This is Steve Garfield reporting for Rocket Boom.